Throughout the years, there have been some truly beautiful estates, homes, and gardens that have been lost to time. Hi everyone, Ken here. Today we are exploring the Pines, a breathtaking estate that embraced its natural surroundings. Hit that like button and let's explore this house. In 1858, Philip Bowles was born into humble means, being raised by his mother after his father's untimely death the following year. After graduating from UC Berkeley, he went to work as a clerk at the First National Bank, but quickly rose through the ranks in his career path and was soon named the president of the American Bank. By his late 40s, he had married the love of his life, Mary, and amassed a fortune. In 1909, Philip and Mary Bowles purchased 51 acres in Oakland, California. The site they chose was nestled high up on a hill with sweeping views of the bay below. The couple then hired architect L.B. Dalton to design for them a 22-room Italian villa-style mansion with a 4-story tower, which was completed in 1911. To enter the property, we will find the gate along the former Prospect Drive near Broadway Terrace. As we begin winding our way through the heavily forested estate, we will pass by dozens of species of trees. Continuing on, we almost forget that we are not in a park as the salty breeze gently sways the native grasses. All around us, garden paths trail off into the forest, and while we might be here for the house, we can enjoy a detour along the way. We find a series of pergolas and garden gates gently guiding us downhill. This leads us to an elevated gazebo overlooking the secluded swimming pool. Continuing along, we encounter bridges spanning small ponds, and by this point, we can't even hear the outside world, just the chirping of birds. As we near the house, we might find Philip and Mary taking a leisurely stroll through their garden, something the couple love to do together. Though the entire estate isn't completely natural, there are terraced lawns lined by stone balustrade, and had we stayed on the drive, we would have eventually spotted the back of the house overgrown in ivy and pulled through the porte cochere. But we won't take the back door. Let's continue around to the front and find the main entrance below the tower. We pass under the tower's stairs, making our way into the entry hall. Continuing down a few steps, we find the sunken great hall beyond a colonnade. To one end is the floor-to-ceiling limestone fireplace, flanked by passageways concealed by velvet curtains. To the other end is the gallery, where the Bulls displayed their most prized artwork. Next we find the dining room, finished out with damask wallpaper and glass-pane doors, though the Bulls only used this room while they were entertaining. The breakfast room was far more comfortable for their daily meals, with French doors which could be opened outward to break down the barrier between indoor and outdoor living. Had we continued through the dining room's corner door, we would have stepped down into the conservatory. Just like in the breakfast room, all of these doors could be open to the outside. This idea of indoor-outdoor living was important to the Bulls. Philip's study even had a Juliet balcony overlooking the garden. The study was also skirted with half-height bookcases and staged with comfortable furniture, making it truly livable. In ensuring every comfort for his wife, Philip not only had a fireplace installed in Mary's study, but also had a radiator placed right next to her desk. Though, if the two were ever working on something together, they could sit opposite each other at their shared desk in the den. Heading upstairs, we find the couple's bedroom, with each of them having their own beds. Curiously, their guest rooms were arranged in the same way, with separate beds for each spouse. The Bulls enjoyed their piece of paradise until 1926 when Philip passed away. In honor of her late husband, Mary had Bulls Hall constructed as a gift to UC Berkeley, where Philip had served as a regent in his twilight years. She was unable to bear living in her home without her husband and almost immediately listed it for sale. The Olmsted brothers were brought in to subdivide the land for development, and per their plans, the house would still sit on about 2 acres. What was left of the Pines was then sold and the mansion was renovated. Unfortunately, it was demolished in 1938 to make way for this house. What did you think about the Pines? Did you prefer the gardens or the interior? Or maybe you liked it all? Let me know down below in the comments section, and while you're there, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an exciting episode of This House.